MAGA Man is brought to you by.
It appears you hold all the cards, Mr. Trump. My fate is in your hands.
Has anyone ever told you you look like a donkey?
Yes. Many times.
Even facing certain death, you're defiant, like a petulant child. Well, it won't help you now, Maduro. Your time is up. F8.
You sunk my oil tanker.
Hasta el final, asshole.
Coño, carajo.
Oil Tanker, the new game from Bilton Madley, proud sponsor of MAGA Man.
El papá de los pelucones.
Democrats used to believe that border security and immigration enforcement were just common sense ideas. Don't believe it? Take their word for it.
Americans are right to demand better border security and better enforcement of the immigration laws. We simply cannot allow people to pour into the United States undetected, undocumented, unchecked.
We've had 5 million undocumented workers come over the borders. It has become an extraordinary problem.
All Americans, not only in the states most heavily affected, but in every place in this country, are rightly disturbed by the large numbers of illegal aliens entering our country. And we must do more to stop it.
Biden, yes or no, would you allow the cities to ignore the federal law?
No.
Any city should listen to the Department of Homeland Security. The city made a mistake not to deport someone that the federal government strongly felt should be deported.
Just because your child gets across the border, that doesn't mean the child gets to stay.
We do not think the comprehensive health care benefits should be extended to those who are undocumented workers and illegal aliens. We do not want to do anything to encourage more illegal immigration.
People say, well, why can't you stop illegal immigrants from coming here? And the number one answer we give is when they come here, they can get jobs, get benefits against the law because of fraud.
Illegal immigration is wrong, plain and simple.
Open borders. You're doing away with the concept of a nation state.
Our nation, like all nations, has the right and obligation to control its borders, and no matter how decent they are, no matter their reasons, the 11 million who broke these laws should be held accountable.
For decades, these weren't controversial or radical ideas. The only thing that changed is them.
Hey yo, meticulous like a watchmaker, precision, I'm public enemy without the clock. Yo, listen, champagne flavor apricot, full flavored, full lean furs. Ocelot, I'm at the spot, about to make a lot. On a calm morning, got me brainstorming new ways to breach loopholes, new goals to turn coal into diamonds. You motherfucking turncoats, cotton picking good for nothing wanted. You low down Benedicts, how you kill a good nigga working in the neighborhood, trying to build shit that ain't real shit. I know it's hard to get on one accord, but why take a king off the board? It's not checkmate when the game dead me, but let let me deviate. I'm thinking more of pouring white grapes in the flu. How you escaping a coupe, the heist. Open shop down in Alger Heights. Nothing less than success will suffice. Right, tell me how it feel to be a real one. We don't inherit empires, gotta build one. High stakes when it's fake, stay a real one. Mastermind a game plan to make a meal from. Tell me how it feel to be a real one. We don't inherit empires, gotta build one. High stakes when it's fake, stay a real one. Mastermind a game plan to make a meal from. It's real. Pearls before swine, girls with strong minds, the world is all mine. It's like hurry up and wait, it's a long line. You got the right idea, but at the wrong time. Timepieces, I find peace, my mind reaches new levels, new devils to leave speechless. Speak truth to power, minutes turn to hours, yours become ours. Now it's new moves, rules of engagement. I leave out with the money, with who I came with. No more the same shit, but I'm still player. Get your main hit, like your first single. Layers, fly ladies understand lingo. On the hotel rooftop, we met mingle. Tequila shots, the whole menu was bilingual. Sing along, you know the words, it's not a jingle. A man with a plan with a purpose. Standing ovation, we out, close the curtains. Yeah. Tell me how it feel, tell me how it feel. Tell me how it feel to be a real one. We don't inherit empires, gotta build one. High stakes when it's fake, stay a real one. Mastermind a game plan to make a meal from. Tell me how it feel to be a real one. We don't inherit empires, gotta build one. High stakes when it's fake, stay a real one. Mastermind a game plan to make a meal from. Know the deal.
I got this!
Bruh.
Yo, what up, What's good with you, man?
What's happening, Joe? What's going on, y'all? What's going on, Machismo? What's going on, chat?
Yo, salute to the chat. Yo, what up, champ? First, I see you in here. What's up, Playboy? You see, man, we doing this up, changing up the programming. Been streaming during the, going to start streaming during the day. The channel be on with the catalog during the day, but tried to get on some random shit early today, while we work things out. But nah, man, what's up with you, man?
Just chilling like a villain, like I'm MC Ren, you know what I'm saying? Nigga always into something, but just going around on the Twitter streets trying to find something to make a video, man. I can go back to doing a live stream or two. I got probably do a Chicago stream after this if I'm up to it, you know what I'm saying? Discuss what's going on in this crazy city of mine. I got a lot of footage of my dossier, you know what I'm saying? A lot of what your girl Danielle called You know what I'm saying? She was going through the trenches trying to show the world what really the business about with Mayor Johnson and Jelly Bean Picks running the show. But other than that, man, I'm just living another day, another dollar. How about you?
No, I'm good, man. The elections was just here in Cali, Colombia, and the dude that Trump wanted to won. So they didn't have like some incidents down here. I'm in Cali. Apparently they had some shit last night I wasn't even aware of. I seen it on the news this morning. But I'm all the way up in like zone 5 and shit. So where they was attacking police stations and all that shit. Like I'm like well removed from that, even though it happened in Cali. It happened in Cali and in Bogota. But this new president they just elected down here is leaning more to the right or whatnot. So I just been paying attention to that earlier on during the morning. But we had a good show last night.
Yeah, it was lit. It was lit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all did y'all thing. I came up with my little few minutes of intellectual material that I can't muster up at the time. Yeah, we had a good show. You know, that boy Carmelo, man, he cried like that, man. Man. He shouldn't cry like that, bro. He shouldn't cry like that. It's on video. They're gonna be seeing him up in that pod. They gonna be like, damn, bro.
No, 100%. Yeah, that yeah, that shit was not a good look. Well, let's just get to some. Let's see what's popping on my Twitter feed. I want to start with something. Let's start with something funny. You know, we be doing these United Spot parody joints. You know, Vance just did his press tour. He did The View and a couple other joints. That's why I'm saying the dope thing about Vance is, man, he handles the media so well, and Trump is able to send him into real hostile territories and really pretty much back him down and everything. They did a post interview with Joy Reid after Vance was on, and she was saying that she couldn't believe how charming he was, and Joy Reid actually said if Vance ran in 2028, she would vote for him. Ain't that crazy?
Man, I mean, typical.
No, not Joy Reid. Joy Behar, the small hat boy. Not Joy Reid. Not Congo Tether chick. I'm talking about Joy Behar. Joy Behar.
Joy Reid. I mean, that been typical Keisha. You know what I'm saying? She always changed her opinion on Brad with power.
I mean, you gotta give it to the Vince though. He's got the magic touch with the media. We was covering him before Trump even got elected. Now he was smacking down all these media interviews, and he gets in there, and we actually had never really seen nobody push back at the mainstream media like that. At least on the Republican side, you know, in terms of do it so effectively before Vance. But here, let's do this. Let's do this United Spot, Joe. This said JD Vance is the real deal. Yo, these guys are the best at this parody shit. Like they should be on some South Park shit. This is so funny. Let me blow this joint up.
Ugh! Smells like shit in here. JD, why isn't the Trump administration helping black people?
Well, Whoopi, for your information, President Trump delivered the lowest black unemployment in modern history.
But why doesn't he support black people?
Yeah, why is he Trump helping black people?
That's a great question.
President Trump poured billions into historically black colleges.
And he poured billions into his ballroom.
And his UFC fight, too.
All that money could have helped black people.
You do realize President Trump passed criminal justice reform that actually emptied prisons instead of filling them with excuses.
Then why does he care so much about the border?
The same reason why every American locks their door at night. Duh.
But why doesn't he support black people?
Shut up, stupid. Are you having a hard time hearing me? JD, I have a question.
Okay, what's your question?
Why isn't the Trump administration helping the black community?
Good question.
Uh-huh.
Answer the question, JD.
I have answered the question. several times. Yeah, because you can't answer the question.
It's a simple question, JD.
You all realize that President Trump ignited black entrepreneurship like nobody before him, right? So why doesn't the Trump administration support black people? I'm a proud black woman, okay? And I want to know why white people are so inherently racist and why Trump's team refuses to tackle black people properly. Have you listened to anything that I've said?
Just answer the question, JD.
He ain't gonna answer.
Why are you afraid to answer the question?
What are you hiding? Shut up, stupid. I'm not hiding anything.
Shut up, stupid.
Communities more than most presidents ever have. But why is it Trump helping the black community? But why are white people so racist? You keep asking me the same question because you don't like the answer.
JD, if Trump really supported the black community, then why did he host a UFC fight at the White House?
And if Trump truly cared about the black community, he would open up the border instead of building a ballroom.
President Biden cared about the black community.
Oh, he sure did. Biden was a real president.
Trump is a dictator.
Ladies ask the same stupid questions over and over, no matter what real answers I get. That's because you won't answer the question. President Trump is about safe borders, good jobs, strong families, and putting American citizens first. You wackos push race attacks, open borders, excuse after excuse, and hate. This isn't a talk show. It's a clown show full of nonsense. But why is Trump not helping the black community?
Yo, that shit is fucking gold.
The thing about comedy, it has to have a little ounce of truth in it.
Element of truth, facts.
But what, y'all don't do nothing for the black community. Hey, bro, you gotta clip that chicken bop that the white one did. You gotta clip that. You know what I'm saying? That's pure gold and machismo TV certified.
Yo, hell yeah, that shit is hilarious, bro. Oh, I love these little parody joints. I said Joy Reid probably because I got a little clip of her trying to tether it up. But speaking of tethers, let's take a because we don't have no culture. Let's take a look at some culture.
Are you serious?
Now let's go to the tether at large.
Is the celebration of slaveholders who freed, because in many ways, and with apologies to my dear spicy white friends, because I know that my white brothers and sisters do love a 4th of July. It is Independence Day. Everybody's barbecuing. It's a thing. I could
bear in mind. Bear in mind, her parents are immigrants from the Congo and Guyana. She's got no connection to any parts of American history. Her parents came over in like the 60s. Vietnam was damn near probably over. You know what I'm saying? Like they came over after all the fighting was done. You know what I'm saying?
Promise you, black folks, we will take that day off. We will barbecue because we off. But black people that nobody black I know is really excited about the 4th of July because it is.
And once again, how does this tether get to speak for black people? All grown up, black people love the motherfucker 4th of July. Like, what's we talking about?
Is what Frederick Douglass said it is. It is the celebration.
And that's what I'm saying. Here she go talking about Frederick Douglass and none of her people is related to that history. That's why I hate it. They be quoting like these black historical figures. Your parents wasn't even in this country. They was busy chopping each other up in the Congo and shit. Like, you don't get to be the authority on our history and shit.
Because in many ways, and with apologies to my dear spicy white friends, because I know that my white brothers and sisters do love a 4th of July. It is Independence Day. Everybody's barbecuing. It's a thing. I can promise you, black folks, we will take that day off. We will barbecue because we off. But black people that nobody black I know is really excited about the 4th of July because it is what Frederick Douglass said it is. It is the celebration of slaveholders who freed themselves from having to pay taxes to the crown for their slave empire. And that is what it is. I mean, because in many ways, and with apologies to my dear spicy white friends, because I know that my white brothers and sisters do love a 4th of July. It is Independence Day. Everybody's barbecuing. It's a thing.
She's from the Congo. She got a nerve to be talking about slavery. They're selling slaves in the Congo right now.
Bro, they got
right now. They're selling slaves in Nigeria and Kenya. You know what? So this is modern history. And we saying like, the slaves from the transatlantic slave trade was sold by Africans to Europeans. It wasn't known as kidnapping thing. The only thing, but where there's like not open air slavery right now in the United States and in Europe. So, but where it still is in Africa. So Africa got a real serious problem with slavery. Like they can't seem to let it go.
It's the backbone of the economy and it's their way of life. So that's when they say we ain't got no culture. I guess they talking about we don't try to slave each other. And ironically, don't the Congo have a statue of King Leopold?
King Leopold. Yup. King Leopold.
And also to not to disrespect Frederick Douglass, he's a great ancestor. He did a lot of great things, but the first blood that was actually spilled on the soil for the Revolutionary War was a black man. So don't you?
Yeah, Crispus Attucks.
So forget what that blonde-headed, bald-headed Simon Phoenix from Demolition Man looking Strag had to say. But go ahead.
All right, but so this is actually Academics TV reposted this. He going to war with Rock Nation, but this is actually apropos. This is a political analyst. I'm not scared of Jay-Z because Rock Nation been pushing that money around, and they got the media to fucking turn on Tory and everybody with any type of common sense. Tory not supposed to be in jail for no 10 goddamn years, and everybody with some goddamn common sense knows that Tory shoot that girl. You know what I'm saying? So we got all these Keishas pro Megan and everything. Tory's Canadian and shit. But she didn't get it for a 10-year sentence. And the boy almost got whacked up in there. He got stabbed up 14 times. So this political analyst says, I'm not scared of Jay-Z while covering the innocent Tory Lanez. That's coming from News Nation. This need to keep getting press and everything. Because this shit's unconscionable, and at some point, I'm of the opinion that Meg should get locked up for this.
2022, singer, rapper Tory Lanez, convicted of shooting performer Megan Thee Stallion after a party at the Hollywood Hills home of Kylie Jenner. Here's the story. They're at the party. After the party, they get into an argument. Lanez tells Megan Thee Stallion, dance, and shoots at her feet like a cowboy movie, hits her. Proof? Testimony of Megan Thee Stallion, her friend Kelsey Harris, and DNA evidence on the weapon that convinced jurors to convict. Pretty simple, right? Maybe not. Turns out that DNA, only a 0.01% chance that the DNA is from Lanez. He's always maintained his innocence. He was sentenced to 10 years. So this is really about the testimony. Lanez, so what happens? So he goes away, recently stabbed 14 times in prison. Many say it was a hit, okay? Because new evidence is about to come out. All right, a little conspiratorial, but he was definitely stabbed. Lanez supporters believe that the media doesn't care because Megan Thee Stallion is represented by Jay-Z's Rock Nation. Now, I could give a damn about Jay-Z or his company. This just wasn't a case on my radar until now. Why? Anna Paulina Luna. She is a representative from Florida. You see her here on a regular basis. She says she's got new evidence, says it wasn't him. And she joins us now. Representative APL, it's good to have you.
Thanks, Chris. Happy to be back on. And thanks for taking a look at this case.
No, listen, you tell me to take a look at it, I'll look at it. But why did you look at it? I mean, this isn't your jurisdiction. I don't know you to have any connection to any of these people.
Yeah, so as you know, we are on oversight and accountability. And so this case was actually initially flagged for me by Amber Rose. And the reason why I took particular interest in it is because of the fact that they actually had evidence that they presented to me in my office that actually disproved the conviction. So as you stated earlier, that 0.01% of DNA, they actually found 4 people's DNA on that firearm, none of which was Tory's. Not to mention there was 0 finger.
Whatchamacallit? Amber Rose. You know Amber Rose is from South Philly, right? So you got, look at the optics of this stuff. You got a bunch of Keishas in Rock Nation locked up a black dude, clearly by, I mean, obviously he's from Canada. But you got a Latina and a mixed South Philly bro, because I think she's either half Cape Verdean or half South African.
Cape Verdean, I did my research. Cape Verdean, shout out to y'all women and that Portuguese and African mixture. Shout out to y'all. Go ahead.
Yeah, trying to get this dude out of jail under the false charges, and you got, it's all the Keishas that got the bull locked up. Like, the optics are not lost on me. And this is an older news clip. I wanted to bring it back up again because it's almost like everybody done forgot about this, and especially. And I noticed nobody brought that shit up while during the whole time she was getting coverage for the Klay Thompson breakup, and nobody was like, yo, she put a dude in jail for 10 years type shit. So, which is crazy. So it's actually even crazy. Klay dodged a bullet with that shit because she's the queen of false accusations. So any dude mess with her long term, like, who ain't looking at that Tory shit like, all right, I need to hit this and quit this and get away from this joint because she'll line you up in a minute. You feel me? But I know that they all this appeal she went through, and I heard Newsom actually squashed this whole investigation into the Tory shit.
Prints on the actual magazine, and also too, as you said, 0.01% chance. I mean, that evidence in itself should pretty much speak for itself. Also, there's been ring footage that's been obtained that actually disproves the whole dance, Megan. And so what we're seeing is really there was a case of he said, she said. The evidence wasn't actually respected and properly adhered to actually in the trial. And then they also were doing something that I would find pretty wild and egregious. They were actually submitting his lyrics for rap as evidence to the crime. So look, first and foremost, you have to have a free and fair society. That means we need to respect and uphold the justice system. So I actually reached out today to Gavin Newsom's office, and we are requesting an emergency meeting. We're also working with other Democrats, specifically to the California delegation. But I think that this is something that's pretty egregious, that the way that this was handled, the way that it was. I think that it was largely driven by headlines. And aside from the people involved and the parties involved, obviously I take domestic violence, I take this very seriously, Chris, but I also take very seriously the fact that I do believe, based on the evidence that I've seen, that Tory's innocent. And I think that it sets a really bad message when you have someone of his stature, and also to someone that is as influential as he is, it's being wrongfully incarcerated. And that's exactly why we wanted to use our megaphone for a good reason and help get him his pardon, which I think he'll get.
So Luna, who did it? I mean, she says, and her friends say, that he did it, and who else would have done it, and what proof do you have to support that? I get it. Maybe they didn't make the case the right way with the weapon, but who did it?
You know, Chris, that's not for me to weigh in, and that's definitely for the judge and the jury. But what I will tell you is, based on the evidence that we have, the evidence that we have says that he wasn't the guy. And so I do think that Gavin Newsom has some great attorneys that will look at this. But I'd also like to point out that the prosecutor specifically on this case that initially brought the charges is a very interesting prosecutor. Look into who ran him. And at the end of the day, you know, I think Hollywood, as you know, Chris, and politics does overlap, and there's a lot of interesting stuff that happened there. So look at the evidence for yourself. We've posted it for the entire world to see, to determine for themselves. And I know that Tory's legal team actually has an incredible case. And so we are calling on Gavin Newsom to issue that pardon immediately. And also remember, he was almost killed in jail. I actually talked to him today on the phone, and he said that once he does get out, once he does get this pardon, which I do feel confident that he'll be getting, he's going to work extensively in prison reform, because this should never happen to anyone.
Anna Paulina Luna, this is a really interesting one. I've never covered a situation like this before, but
yeah, this is a while ago. Like I said, I know they ran the paperwork past the governor's office and everything, and to my knowledge, Gavin Newsom, because he's governor. He shut that shit down. That's what Tory still said.
New scum.
Yeah, new scum.
And Miss Luna, yes, I would, but nobody want to talk about this because Meg Thee Stallion, she's a plant. I don't care what nobody says. She's an industry plant. She represents all, particularly the American Keisha dreams. You know what I'm saying? She basically, they want to go ahead and imply that if you get this black man falsely accused, locked up, will hopefully hook you up with a so-called high value man of your dreams. But they ain't read the fine print in that so-called Faustinian truce they did with the so-called government.
No, facts. No, I wanted to recover this because this seems to have been swept under the rug a little bit. We covered this last night, but you ain't get what you call it? You got a tail end piece of this, the Ghanaians with the Juneteenth celebration reenacting slavery. This is Akeisha making a comment on it, but her commentary is actually pretty spot on. Let's run through this real quick. What is it? Oh, you know what? I flipped that over from TikTok, didn't I? Yup. Hold on. Let me share this instead.
Take your time. Take your time.
Here we go.
So this is what they decided to do on Juneteenth. A celebration for Black Americans that found out in the state of Texas that they were fully free and emancipated. This is what they're doing in Ghana. Remember we made a video about them doing this back to Ghana for Juneteenth. So people were paying upwards of $10,000 to go and see that. What in the roots is going on here? Honestly, I don't even know. Like, this is just like really bizarre. I think it's diabolical. They need to read the room. Like, have they not heard the outcry, the frustrations of the Black Americans that's saying, yo, y'all gotta stop. This is not okay. Like, how are they trying to colonize and co-opt our lived experience? Like, why don't they talk about the slavery that's still going on in those 54 countries on the continent of Africa in 2026? Like, I'm gonna need somebody to tell me that. And then for the fact that they went to the UN and they went to the AU and tried to get reparations and while literally telling Black American historical facts.
Yeah, Quiet Storm, we live. This is in the afternoon. Yeah, we live. No, like I said, it's Akeisha, but she's spot on with this analysis. Yo, what up, Storm? Yo, I got the GitHub repository you sent me. I was actually working on it for a couple hours this morning. I did what Theo told me to do. I took the link right to the project and threw it into the Chat GPT, and it's reverse engineering the project for me right now. That's crazy. Yo, what you think about this? Like I said, it's Akeisha, but she's spot on with that analysis.
Especially about what the hell the roots is going on here. Yeah. They did the most with this particular scheme of things. First of all, if they want to go ahead and talk about our so-called slave trade and everything, one, they have to talk about their involvement in slave trade that brought us over here, theoretically speaking.
No, hell yeah.
And since they want to do all this diaspora coalition, Pan-African, we your people too. No. That's why we have to delineate, because for some reason they always trying to get a cash prize on everything that we basically start. at first they was against Juneteenth. We even had some of these so-called African tellers that were voting against even having Juneteenth as a national holiday. Now we got all these tellers popping up with their little pluggers talking about, let's go ahead and do this Juneteenth thing. Let's celebrate all African cultures, celebrate all parts of the diaspora. Come and get your jollof rice. Come and get your you know what I'm saying, what kind of fish they be trying to serve, you know what I'm saying? And then they probably gonna try to bring the bush meat, but you know ain't gonna come through customs. It can't come through customs. But yeah. They always trying to get a money grab off of our so-called pain and suffering. But when we go ahead and tell them to go ahead and fix I like how she said all the 54 different countries, you know, that impoverished, don't have a pot to piss in, and literally don't have a shack to live in to throw the pot out of. But they want to talk about, you ain't got no culture. You akata picker akata. I'll land my plane there.
Nah, spot on. Hey, I dropped what you call it? I dropped 2 links in the chat. It's a good Quiet Stormer. He's gonna go. I told you a couple people sent me emails, Kwame and Storm. So we're gonna do one of these emails. The one Storm sent me said another Ebony Magazine Red Pill hit piece. So I'll pull up the article in a minute, and then we got some background information on the Keisha that wrote the article. So that should be good. So let's let some of this play out some more.
Back them up, talking about how they built the railroad system and how they built the economic base for the United States of America. And it's like those people are not the same people that's in Ghana in 2026. If you want to believe the indoctrinated version of history, once anybody got on a boat and went somewhere 500 years ago, the tie has been severed. They no longer have a lineage wherever they came from centuries ago. Like, I don't understand. If Johnny had 5 apples, why is it so hard to grasp that even if you want to believe what the white tea told you about history, we are a completely separate group of people. Genetically, we're different. Our history is different.
Yo, you know, Saul pointed this out to me with the whole FBA thing. You can't get the Keisha to think rationally when it comes down to policy and how one would benefit any semblance of something that you would call a black community, or just any form of policy that's in the best interest, etc. You can't get them to stop all this gender and feminism indoctrination. But for some reason, this FBA thing, the ones who fall on it, they seem to understand that, and they're able to make these arguments solid. And it seems like it's some of this FBA shit is the one thing that's actually knocking off some of these Keishas from the Democratic Party, at least in talking points online. We'll see how it plays out in the voting. And then with this delineation shit, Saul has pointed that out to me several times. And like I said, case in point, this Keisha right here. If you look at the rest of the stuff, she's a typical Keisha and everything. But this line of reasoning makes sense, right?
Oh yeah, it makes perfect sense. I mean, talk is cheap though, you know what I'm saying? Only time gonna tell. Like you said, we gonna have to go and wait even past the midterm. We gotta wait to the general so-called election. If they get one more, if they get Michelle Obama or even Kamala Harris back onto the platform, and Lord forbid if they allow AOC be a running mate or Jasmine Crockett, we gonna see how far they're gonna be about this whole FBA thing when it got the so-called feminist agenda right there, right behind it. Keisha can only serve 2 masters. She can't serve 2 masters. I mean, she can't. It is going to be for the people, which is FBA, or it's going to be for the women, which is the feminist agenda. And which one you think she's going to choose?
I mean, that's facts. Keisha can't serve 2 masters, but she can eat 2 sandwiches.
That's a fact. That's a fact, Jack.
That's big backyism. That's a big backyism. Storm said that link looks familiar. Yeah, man, we're gonna review that joint next. Yeah, she definitely can eat 2 sandwiches, or or any other big back hors d'oeuvre. Hold on, what else I got on my feed right here? It's the Austin Metcalf joint. Oh, hold on. Let me play a piece of this. Real quick. Oh, well, you know what? It's even better. Let's watch this. Let's do a Keisha crash out. It is definitely time for a Keisha crash out. What's this one? What's in picture?
Card. She said she had no unpaid balance and could not understand.
I don't like that. Look, yo, they done turned AI on the Keisha crash outs. I tell you, the Keisha crash out is its own subgenre of content on the internet now. Just think about that for a second. It's its own subgenre of content. This is a black girl stands on top of counter and starts breaking things and storming through the store yelling. This is at Walmart.
A woman was arrested after smashing things inside a Walmart. It all started when the cashier told her that her credit card was not working, but the woman insisted there was nothing wrong with her card. She said she had no unpaid balance and could not understand why the payment would not.
Yo, you know what this is? These are these boss Keishas crashing out. These big boss Keishas crashing out. Yo, what up, music man? I see you, Playboy. Southwest Philly in the building. What up? You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Well, you from Southwest of Shellyano from the bottom though, right? Yeah, he's from the bottom. Hold on. Do I got what you would call it? Shellyano from the bottom. Wait, I do got a Shellyano. Do I got a Shellyano no Diddy drop? Hip hop, that's vinyl. SBK for the Prophet, Shellyano, Big Deal. That's New York. Who am I? Hip hop, Asphalt. That's
Yeah. West Philly. You know where it's at. Hey yo. Hey Gio, I see y'all must don't understand. I'm from West Philly. Word down the bottom. Yeah. Said I'm really from the bottom. Yeah. Word. Coming from the bottom. Hey. They don't want no problems. They don't want no problems. Nah. Cause I won't stop. Until I reach the top. Said I'm really from the bottom. Like Jack, no hat, no glitter glove. No moonwalk, coon talk, I get rid of thugs. Please don't compare me with Quilly.
Yeah. That's from the bottom. That ain't Southwest, but it's the bottom. Oh, you sent me the food stamp crash out, Keisha? You might have. Hold on, I'll check my email, unless it's in my WhatsApp. Hold on, let's let the rest of this play.
Go through. Then she lost her temper. She climbed up onto the counter and started arguing with the male employee. After that, she walked over to the self-checkout machine and punched the screen with her fist. But even after hitting it, she still was not done. She kicked the monitor with her foot, then turned around and pushed over a nearby shelf. Products fell all over the floor. After making a mess, she kept cursing and started walking out of the store. The male cashier had been calling police the entire time. Before the woman could leave the Walmart, officers arrived and arrested her. But the woman believed she was the one being treated unfairly. She claimed she had been discriminated against. In her view, her credit card clearly had no problem, so she could not understand why it suddenly stopped working at that store. So what do you think? Was this discrimination, or did she completely lose control over a payment issue?
Yo, I had this one for a reason. You see how this piece of content is, he said just record and call the police. You see how this piece of content is made? That's what I'm saying. Crash Out Keisha is becoming its own subgenre of content. They didn't put together an AI avatar, and they just recording these Keisha crash outs and doing like scripted commentary on them, but want to make money on it. But what's really happening is like they're cataloging all the Keisha crash outs, and they're gonna make money off it. AI they got the AI avatars and all that, so it ain't even a person making commentary on it now, where somebody could get in the comment section and be like, "Oh, you just being racist and this, that, and other." It's on some matter of fact shit, but it's going to be like a database catalog. They're doing it all over the internet on all these different platforms. Like, bro, it's bad when your behavior in a social setting can be collated and then turned into a subgenre of content, and that people can monetize off it. People are monetizing off your crash outs, but at the same time, it's going to be on some public record. They're like, yeah, look at these Keishas. And what AC always be saying, for Keisha to destroy our image, she's got to lie. But for us to do anything about Keisha's image, all we got to do is tell the truth
and press record.
Yeah, what you think about this Keisha crash out?
You know, AI gonna also use this particular incidents and similar ones, and they not only gonna use the real, actual, factual, in reality footage, but they can actually use this particular video images of it and basically make AI version, AI videos when people be like want to describe a situation involving the Keisha. So now they go basically be already in the algorithm for their particular behavior, and they can't call it really racist because I mean, look, don't we have a video of Keisha crashing out, cursing people out, destroying public property and stuff like that? She literally was putting the flu flux. She was putting the Mike Tyson's to the damn machine, bro. Like that's
Go ahead.
That's feral behavior, bro. That's real straight up feral behavior, and it's being really documented for future generations to come. That's the reason why I say the modern millennial woman of the 2000s, 2010s, 2020s, going to the 2030s, all your everything is public domain. It's not like you can actually hide the shit because now everybody could download it and upload to their own account. You can't ask them to take it down or anything. Everything is being documented for future generations to come, and y'all will be looked upon like, damn, they had it all, and they blew it by doing this type of stuff. And I'll land my plane there.
No, you spot on with that feral Keisha shit. Yo, what up, D? What up, D? I see you play, Joy. You said, what's the name of the channel? Oh, I pulled that off Twitter. That's on my Twitter feed. I'll drop it in. Hold on, I'll drop it in the whatchamacallit. I'll drop it in the chat here. Here's the link to the. Hold on, copy link. Here, I'm gonna drop it in the chat. Bang! It's on Twitter. Yo, shout out to Elon Musk, man. Since he didn't deregulated Twitter and everything, bro. Like you can find everything, and like X is basically the fucking news because the news lie about everything. Here, so we're gonna get to the Quiet Storm article in a minute. I want to cover these two more things. And Quiet Storm said, Mr. O about to eat off these Keisha crash outs. Yeah, you know what? You should just do a whole Keisha crash out series. That's real easy. You just sit there and comment on the Keisha crash outs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You should just do a whole Keisha crash out series. You know what I'm saying? So you get some content on your channel, easy peasy.
You know what? That's a good avenue to go ahead because you know they be hating on your boy when I be trying to go ahead and putting brothers upon game and trying to show them what's going around. So yeah, you know what? I might have to go into that material. I see other content creators doing it. So
yeah, just do Keisha do like episode 1, like you know how Tito got his what is his joint? It's Divester? It's called Divester something. But he's on episode whatever. I don't even remember. But like yeah, he got his whole Divester series. Yeah, you should just do a full blown Keisha crash out series. You know what I'm saying? You just do commentary, make jokes and shit, real easy peasy, lightweight. You know what I'm saying?
Divested games. That's what it's called. Divested games.
Yeah, he got divested games. So yeah, you should definitely do a Keisha crash out series. What you call it? So this one right here, I want to cover this real quick. So y'all know I be what you call it? I be doing these oh, this is your culture type joints, you know, with the African joint. It's not hating on Africans because you know they talking shit about our culture. So let's really take a look at our culture. And I told you this nigga Godfrey was an astroturfer. I just downloaded this joint and I'm sending it to Tito for him to look at. But this right here, hold on, let me blow it up. Can I blow it up? It's not gonna let me blow it up. No, because it's a post. Here, I'll read it. It says, so You know that show that Godfrey got? He's Nigerian and he's got it with this other Nigerian, but I think he used to be an NFL player. But like, it's supposed to be a show about Africa and everything. But every episode, they find a way to end up talking about FBAs and the problems that we got and shit. So, what you call it? Everybody knows Godfrey's a DNC operative. He was pushing Kamala and the whole other shit. So we got this FBA shit. So there's somebody to put some money behind these tethers to tamp down the FBA shit, and we done followed the money and found these fuckers. It said it all makes sense now. That's to everyone who tagged us in this. And this is from the American Freedmen Legal Fund. Matter of fact, I need to follow these guys on Twitter too. Am I following them? I'm following them right now. Bang. American Freedmen Legal Fund. All right, it says, thanks to everyone who tagged us on this. They are being financially backed to target freedmen or FBAs. We are now changing our focus, and it's called 30.0 Labs. 30.0 Labs signs Akbar Gajabamila and Godfrey Danchema. 154's Africa podcast. I kept saying, like, bro, all these podcasts popping up out of nowhere with all this money and all these nice mics and all this shit. This is a perfect example of this. So, we found out who is funding these guys, and I bet you if we dig far enough, we will be able to find some DNC backers. Age of the internet, man, can't hide nothing. What say you, Mr. Izzo, to the H to the Izzo?
Yeah, you know, this probably also funded by the SPLC.
Southern Poverty Law Center.
Yep, you know what I'm saying? They got to use their tethers. You know, we was the black people was the face of the KKK for a second when they was endorsing the SPLC. So there's no surprise me about the DNC using these two tether bootlicks, trying to go ahead and trying to sideline us freedmen for what is owed to us, what we got stood for, what we have bled for in this country. And here come y'all Johnny come late. We just want to go ahead and put a rain on our parade, but still want to talk about y'all black. No. Yeah, see, you always do your homework. Like my boy J Mang, you know what I'm saying? Always do your homework on these particular guys. If they got too much of a polished setup, they got all these different ways to cue, you know what I'm saying, cue card type of speech. They could just get the real good edited versions, get all the right questions, the right answers at the right time. Nah, don't listen to these niggas right here. Don't listen to them. And look at Godfrey with that damn Kool-Aid smile, like he ain't, man. Boy, I tell you.
Yeah, and he be claiming Chicago hard, like, you know what I'm saying? I be doing all this goofy shit, but I'm Chicago as anybody else who's fit. You know what I'm saying? Like, they be really clinging to the culture to legitimize themselves. You feel me?
I eat Hell's Chicken. I'm from Chicago. I mean, I go to Bulls games. You know what I'm saying?
That shit be sounding like, I eat chicken. I eat chicken. I'm black. I eat chicken. That's what that should be sounding like.
I went to the liquor store over on Woo Woo. Yeah, bro.
All right, and here, go ahead.
No, I was saying we hear you, Godfrey. We hear you. We don't believe you need more people, but we hear you.
Yeah, you need more people, right? All right, what should we call her? And here's like this is a throwback. I found this. I couldn't stop laughing. We covered this on one of the Sunday shows, but this is
this nigga here.
No, but look, we covered this on one of the. I don't know if you was on the panel that night. I think you was, but this is the one where this is what an Ace Metaphor, right? And Ace Metaphor, that came out the closet and said he used to bump bussies with his homeboy in high school and college and shit. So, and he volunteered that shit. Like, the dude didn't ask him; he just volunteered that shit.
No guns to his head, no nothing, right?
Yeah, he just volunteered that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? The niggas was like, "What? What? Wait, what? Nigga, what did you just say?" And like the dude that was interviewed, it was like, dude, I ain't asked you that. Like, where'd that come from? It was so awkward. Like seeing Bull try to motherfucker reset it, doing the interview and shit. But we covered this on one of the Sunday panels, and I had the clip, and I didn't realize till we was live and doing it live, Cam's face where he was talking. So this is like one of the funny, and I'm gonna find that Sunday show and clip it because that was one of the funniest shits. This is what for everybody that be like, Cam might be a little free. He definitely not, because when you see his nonverbal response to what this dude is saying, it's legit like how niggas would be like, nigga, what the fuck you just say? So look, he's Ace Metaphor. This is a flashback, Joe. This is Ace Metaphor saying straight men don't like women, right? So now when you get the backstory that he did some fruitmonger shit in high school and college, this comment makes sense. Bots timing out. Bots is wild. Yeah. I got them going at it. But the Nightbot
tripping in the comments.
yeah. The bots is set tripping in the comments. Nightbot going after Streamlabs. But I turned off all Nightbot was the one like really shut everybody down last night. I adjusted the settings while we was live. But look, that's the joint, right? So I'm gonna play this joint through, but mainly I'm gonna freeze because I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna do just like I did. Yo, watch Cam face when Bull be talking. Cam face say it all.
A lot of heterosexual men don't like women for real.
Look at Cam face. Look at his face. Look at his face, God. Yo, we did this live on stream because I had seen. I let the clip play through. I didn't pay attention, but then when we slowed it down, I was like, "Yo, that's his first look. That's his initial reaction to that comment. Like, nigga, what the fuck is she talking? Look at his face." God.
That's what Keisha was. See, this nigga was raised by his aunties and his single man. That's what illogical, no common sense, no type of somewhat education, even though they're the most educated type of Keisha would go ahead and say it from a child, and it grows to be Ace Metaphor, and he'll run tell that like he just dropped a gem.
Well, it makes sense why all the Keishas give him all the money and like him. But let's play.
They don't. They like women sexually, but they don't like women. They're not attracted to what a woman is outside of her sexual organs. So then when we get into why a lot of men womanize, or why it's just they're minimizing a woman based off of who she slept with or who she potentially can sleep for, because it's like you haven't gained the appreciation of the wholeness of a woman yet, and what that wholeness of a woman can bring to your life. A lot of times we'll talk about strength and we'll say men are stronger than women. But that's because we value physical strength. We're not talking about emotional strength, spiritual strength. Yeah. We're not.
Oh, I cannot stand these. Like all of these male feminists, they just gotta go. Because as far as I'm concerned, this is fruit mongery social engineering.
Talking about the type of strength that can run a household. And we're not putting that same type of weight. And what I would encourage, and this was the shift that I had to do.
Look at Cafe.
Yo, but you know what happened about 14 years ago? You know what two words that's basically been smashed to the ground by now? Everybody, Dale Barber had basically read the so-called theory philosophy to the ground that it basically lost its credibility now. These two words, emotional intelligence. Never before, them two words, even though I still say that's an oxymoron. Like, how you gonna have emotional intelligence? Like for real though. Ain't that like being going to a woman's domain and she's basically the ringmaster? She'll beat you with experience. And if you do understand so-called emotions, you a weak ass man for even trying to do so.
Well, that and what the other thing, like this kinder, softer, gentler man, it's an evolutionary problem now. Because, bro, if you just think about it, when we talk about the greatest generation, the silent generation, et cetera, the testosterone levels, like the lower testosterone levels in each subsequent generation of men is a freaking problem. We don't need these bleeding heart men. Like the men who built the world, who stopped all. Here's the thing, even with wars, Wars are being fought to stop wars. Also, yeah, we have war now, but they're controlled wars. This is not the same as like everybody going at each other, killing all the. You understand what I'm saying? Even with warfare, we got a Geneva Convention, we got war crime. You understand what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like men put all that shit in order.
Hey, don't forget about the lost generation. Now, look, the lost generation, you want to talk about somebody that been through some ish, you know what I'm saying? They had to go through the ties of not only rapid growth and technology, they basically going through what we going through now in a more highly technological sense, bro. They had to deal with modern warfare. That was the first time tanks was being used. The first time machine gunnery was being used at that high type of level. You know what I'm saying? That's where they actually came up with this thing called PTSD, because these type of soldiers couldn't fathom the kind of destruction that man can actually
you spot on, bro. We got a whole generation of men that was just straight up cannon fodder. But you know, with the industrialized weapons. But I mean, even if you go back, bro, like a lot of warfare was just dudes running at each other on the field, hacking each other to pieces, hundreds of thousands of men. I don't know which one's worse. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Well, you would like to go ahead in a blaze of glory, seeing your enemy right up close to you, instead of getting dealt with from a mile away.
Yeah, just, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying is like, bro, even this generation, I mean, like I said, I was surrounded by military veterans when I came up. What you would call it, my first real job, where I learned to butcher and worked in a convenience store. He was a Korean War vet. I learned contracting even before that, how to paint houses and stuff like that, was another Vietnam War vet who owned properties and stuff like that. My dad's a Marine, you know what I'm saying?
My aunt's husband, my uncle, he was a Korean war vet. You know what I'm saying? He had told me crazy stories about being basically sent back to back with his other soldier. You know what I'm saying? Waist deep with water and everything, ducking and dodging bullets and trying to.
The Korean War was a brutal war, and that's why we don't talk about it. That was a brutal, and I think that's the first time they used the Agent Orange, because the vet, the Korean War vet, he had Agent Orange injuries. He had like a twitch and shit, and he would show me on his arms and his leg and shit. He's where he got hit with the Agent Orange and shit.
Damn.
But he taught everything I know about butchering and handling the blade and everything. I learned from him.
Yeah, my father, he worked in the stockyard. He taught me everything about butchering and everything too. You know what I'm saying? He worked there for about 20-some years when he first came to Chicago from Alabama.
And I worked in the meat department with him. Like, you know, that's back in the day. Like, you go to a supermarket now and you get your Purdue and all that shit. But I was helping them in the meat market. And that's when women used to come in and be like, you know, I want X amount of chicken legs and all that. And like, you had to cut chicken up in real time and shit like that. And the bandsaw cutting through all the, you know what I'm saying, all the frozen beef and stuff like that. Like, you had to be fast and package everything up. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, he really taught me how to. But like, that's why I tell you, never mess with a butcher, because if you could cut through pig, if you could cut through chicken, if you could cut through cow, you can easily cut through a human.
Hey, Bill the Butcher from Gangs of New York, basically.
That's why Bill the Butcher from Gangs of New York was running everything 100%. You know what I'm saying? Put that in your cap and smoke it. You feel me?
But back to this week look, again, gentlemen, I know we like to follow trends and ways. We think we can go ahead and get some easy box, and we basically have followed this whole little thing called emotional intelligence. We got to be emotionally intelligent. Ask yourself this question. Have you ever seen one of these so-called emotionally intelligent men actually have a prosperous or even so-called quote-unquote ecclesiastical relationship? No? So it's null and void. I'll go ahead, Pastor Michael. Let's go ahead and continue to play this nigga right here.
All right, hold on. Play a little bit more of this, and then I want to get into this hit piece that Essence wrote on the Red Pill.
I had to start liking the wholeness of a woman outside of sex. And then when you do that, now you appreciate.
You know, this nigga's really projected his shit, you know what I mean, since he a closet did. He's basically confessing that, like, I'm married, or, you know, I got a woman and all that other shit, but, like, I don't really like women. That's really what he's saying. Like, bro, I be telling you, man, Tito that said it, Saw that say it. The whole talking space and the lexicon, it's all being appropriated by fruit mongers and quiches and like I said, and they pushing their hard on your algorithm. But if you listen closely what this dude is saying, he sounds like he's out of his fucking mind.
Appreciate the things a complete woman can bring to your life. When we talk about the Bible talks about finding a capable wife, right? That capable wife, that person that if you was to stumble, can pick up the ball and start running. And there's a lot of men that have just a wife because they was only concerned about what she can do in the bed.
Yeah.
And so what I'm just encouraging men to do is just like, and it's for our own benefit because a lot of us, especially men with some type of means, we end up finding a dependent, not a partner. Yeah, she can fuck us good. But if you was able to stumble, bro, what the fuck is gonna happen with your family? And so I just encourage men to be, I'm not gonna say more, because that's unrealistic to a lot of men, but as attracted to what she brings as a feminine energy to your life outside of just what you're doing.
Check
this out. So to that point,
Wait, you peeped that Freudian slip?
Yeah.
You peeped the Freudian slip.
Bro, who's you fooling, bro? And he also accused of basically giving some of these women the Ike Turner treatment.
The Ike Turner treatment, on tonight's whatever they conversation, he's accused of giving out some Ike Turnerisms.
Yo, this is a very dangerous man. See, everybody think we just hating on they be talking about y'all just hate on Ace Man for because he got the whole no. See, men like him is a very, very dangerous individual that y'all gotta go ahead and keep your eye on. See, if he could go ahead and talk like this and think he could go ahead and convince that the chicks and y'all do go ahead follow it, y'all basically gonna be cannon fodder for whoever want to go ahead and take over your community, which has happened. The fence said and the always want to go ahead and say like, I understand y'all brothers and some of these chicks is wrong, but you can still do better. You still got to do that. Yeah, yes. Some type of dudes, they'll always be a setback in y'all so-called endeavors of trying to build and be a better man in your so-called community that's out to destroy you. And I love my plan.
Yo, Quiet Storm told me to run it back, and I did. Yo, what? And I did this by accident. Look at Cam's face. He got that nigga. What the fuck is you talking about? He got the what is you talking about? And he got the nigga. You gay? he got that face. Like he looking at him like nigga. You know you gay, right? Look at his face. Yo, this shit is
like Bill Duke just say it. Like Bill Duke telling Cam, like man, you know you fucked up. Like man, you know you gay, right?
Yo, Cam looking at him like, yo, I know I'm dressed funny, but nigga, you gay.
Bro.
Yo, bruh. Yo, this is the best like little clip ever. This the same shit happened because I didn't peep it. If you look at Cam's facial expressions the whole interview, like, yo, you could tell exactly what he's thinking. He looking at you like nigga, you know you sound crazy right now, right? Like, I know I'm dressed funny, but nigga, you gay.
Bro.
Hold on. Let's wait. Which one go? What's his face? Quiet Storm wanted to catch that Freudian slip again. Let's try it again.
I'm not gonna say more because that's unrealistic.
Hold on.
And so I just encourage men to be. I'm not gonna say more because that's unrealistic to a lot of men, but as attractive.
As attractive as women. That's what he was going to say. That's the friend. Let's run that shit back. Hold on.
Yeah. And so what I'm just encouraging men to do is just like, and it's for our own benefit because a lot of us, especially men with some type of means, we end up finding a dependent, not a partner. Yeah, she can fuck us good. But if you was able to stumble, bro, what the fuck is gonna happen with your family? And so I just
look at yo, whoever is this cameraman is doing the jumps back and forth, he did his job on this one. Cam is like, nigga, what is you talking about?
Encourage men to be, I'm not gonna say more because that's unrealistic to a lot of men, but as attracted to what she brings as a feminine energy to your life outside of just what you're doing in between.
Check this out. So to that point,
yo, you can't make this shit up, man. It's fucking clown world, bro. Yo, you muted, oh. Hold on. What's this? It says, this pander said, it says, shit, it's gotta stop, bro. This
Yeah,
pander.
man, for real. My bad. I had to go ahead and take a leak real quick, but yeah, the Freudian slip right there. You know, he had to go ahead and say it because he want to keep his Keisha fan base. Let's say get his ducats. You know what I'm saying? So as a more pragmatic side, I can't even lie. You know what I'm saying? That was he thought he was slick. He thought he was slick, but yeah. If I was a panderer, I would say it the same way.
Yeah, that shit is off the charts, bro. So
what
you want? Yeah, you can't. No, we covered that one before, but we had to do a run back. Skinner got the mercy me, brother. That's Mr. Fantastic. That's Fantastic's joint. Oh, let me take this band
man
off.
dealing with these brother upper. You know what I'm saying? Brother fuckers.
Brother fuckers. Yeah. Up there bumping bussies, right? Let's go. Hold on, let me close this real quick. So Quiet Storm sent me this joint. We might have to double back and recover this on Sunday too. But this is Ebony, so this space is getting from all directions. That means that we actually doing damage. And this one is so this is a new article. It says the Black Wellness edit. Red Pill Ideology's Impact on Black Men's Mental Health by Aisha Plummer. Wait, and I dropped these links in the chat. Let's take a look at who's doing the writing. So we have proper whoa. Oh, she from Chicago. Wait, she from Chicago. She from Chicago too. So before we even read this, see, it's important to know who's doing the talking so we understand where it's coming from. So let's take a look at the author first. Well done, Quiet Storm. Do share this tab instead. This is the author. She's a very handsome woman.
Bro.
Bruh. She's a very handsome.
Yo, man, why she like Stephon Marbury with a motherfucking with a perma or leaving whatever that shit on top of her head, bro? You know what I'm saying? You ain't fooling me, Stephon, man. Come on now.
All right, so let's see let's take a look at who before we read. Yo, what up, Detroit? Yo, I dropped my email in the chat yesterday. Detroit, shoot me an email so I can send you this Griselda shit. What you call it, Champer? Okay, so yeah, let's take a look at this before we check out the article, so we know where this is really coming from. Let's do Aisha. So she's from Chicago. So Aisha Plummer is a beauty, fashion, and lifestyle writer based out of Chicago. When she's not writing, she creates content focusing on beauty, hair, and photography. That's it. That's all we got. Her words and her contact. Okay, she's on LinkedIn. I don't care about her LinkedIn, but all I'm gonna say is she's a very handsome woman.
Very handsome. That neck look very suspicious. It got a little bulge in the middle. That I'm not really liking that much.
She's very handsome. She's very handsome. Very handsome. She's very handsome. Very handsome.
You just a colorist.
Oh man! All right, so let's read some of this. Let's read some of this propaganda hit piece. I'm wondering if she was paid for this. She more than likely was by Ebony. So, oh wait, and this is recent, June 17th, 2026. As the digital community progresses, so does our transience of emotions as we scroll through our feeds. Key takeaways. Red pill ideology fosters misogyny and toxic masculinity, impacting Black men's mental health. Are you having mental health issues, Mr. O, since you've been taking in all this red pill content all these years, as it were?
No, good sir. I got more probably like mental health, probably PTSD growing up on South Side Chicago, which is a different subject matter. But red pill ideology, oh no, sir, no.
Okay, well, activists urge open emotional expression and community accountability to counter patriarchal norms. We need some more emotional expression in the community. Well, Carmelo Anthony had an emotional expression that didn't work out well for him.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Experts recommend radical healing and youth-led efforts to challenge harmful digital content. Do you feel like you need some radical healing, Mr. O?
Radical healing?
No, because of this red pill content. Has it made you feel like you need some radical healing because it's made you more misogynistic and made you harbor more patriarchal ideologies?
Wait a minute. When patriarchal, would that be like rooted in this thing called traditionalism? Are these the same people asking why black men not traditional like men from back in the past? You know, when they was patriarchs. I mean,
back in the day, I don't know what to tell you, man. But apparently, this very handsome woman thinks you have a problem. So let's oh, you done sent me your email? Hold on for a second. Let me copy this shit. Hold on. Copy. Motherfucker.
Yeah, she got that that James Tony Chan Detroit XRP 313.
All right, let me read some of this. As society grapples with shifts in cultural norms and sovereignty, the rise of traditional gender ideals is more pronounced than ever. The term manosphere is more than the acclaimed Netflix series. Yo, they have no idea what they're talking about. That is in the UK, and it's fictional. After exposing, series. It is a online community where men teach others patriarchal beliefs that instill violence, misogyny, and the devaluation of women. Wow, what a friggin' hit piece. Right off the gates, come out swinging. Red pill commentary has heightened in the black community, especially toward public figures and users. After exposing her breakup after a wow. Megan Thee Stallion really. Yeah, let's go. After exposing her breakup after a cheating scandal with rapper Megan Thee Stallion was met with victim blaming and a dehumanizing meme of her and her exes.
Are you really serious, bro?
Yo, I keep telling y'all this meme warfare is effective. Turn the memes up. I told y'all this meme warfare is effective.
Hey, Machismo, you want to know what add insult to injury? You know what I'm saying? You want to know what really want grinds your gears, and everybody in the chat. They're the ones in Chicago ain't in the chat already. Basically even more mad. Do you know Ebony Magazine is basically a subsidiary of the famous Jet Magazine? Remember that little small.
Jet used to be the shit. Jet used to be the shit with the baddie of the month.
Yeah. So, both magazine editorials were started by Chicago very own John Johnson. He started both magazines, and basically, you could say he was a Republican-leaning conservative guy that basically wanted to maximize the highlights of Black excellence and beauty. With the Jet Beauty of the Week. The same sisters that we fawn upon to this day, and which we call Black physique and excellence. So when she be mad at said man, also another backstory. Did you know that Ebony now is ran by a Tether?
Of course,
Keisha Tether.
Of course,
with that whole.
It's a form of ideological colonization. If you follow where I'm going with that. They don't. They like, we're not going to fight or compete with them. We're just going to take over the mechanisms of what drives their culture from a from a media and input standpoint. He said, "Bruh, she got that strong jawline. Hell yeah." Right. Yo, Champ First, you got it right. He said, "Yet another DNC operative hit piece." Facts. This is a DNC funded hit piece. Like, because she come out the door swinging. But you see what second paragraph, first thing she mentions is the memes. I keep telling y'all, Meme warfare. If anybody want memes, make sure you email Machismo TV. I will give you all the memes you can handle, and you can post them anywhere you want. All right, let's go. All right, let's get back to Sauce. It says rapper Megan Thee Stallion was met with victim blaming and a dehumanizing meme of her and her exes that surfaced on Threads and TikTok, showing how Black women's pain is publicly mocked or objectified. Pain, she put her own relationships out there in the public. And all her music is that she's a bop. So all we did was all the meme does is repeat back everything that's on public domain. Yo, I keep telling you, these memes do damage, baby. However, these views were rooted in the community before any podcasts, online forums, or simple comments to demean women. Though social media became a tool for uplifting the Black community, social commentator Dante Kyle, that's the Grits and Eggs boy, another DNC operative. You see what I'm saying? They see what I'll keep telling y'all. They're propping up their alternatives to our space to make them. Do you understand what I'm saying? This is the same thing as like when underground hip hop was the thing, and they start putting these industry plants in and stuff like that. Deontay, go ahead.
You know, I'm surprised. The next thing they're gonna mention is the Funky Geneva, whatever that dude is. I guarantee that person ain't gonna come up in the article too. I found out how they just lightly just placed that particular podcast and all these. I mean, she was Megan Thee Stallion was like basically on her female DMX. I mean, she was like, man, first it was Clay, then it was you know what I'm saying, Tory, then it was so-called Party. I mean, she was a female DMX. How can you get mad at that?
What you call it? Listen, man, we got them running scared. Listen, man, if the second thing she mentioned is a goddamn meme, you know what I'm saying? And then if they think Deontay Kyle is their savior, they in for another a rude awakening. Because if he bring his ass down here, he's going to get torn to pieces. They're gonna throw him to the wolves down here. That's why they don't come down here and really swing too much, because you know what I'm saying, one bad showing down here ruin your whole career online. Okay, Deontay said that he was led by misogyny before any apps, locker room talk, as he described it. And Deontay Kyle might be a tether also. Became a pseudo safe space for women, as he stated his TikTok journey. As he started his TikTok journey, his algorithm showed him clips of men devaluing hypergamous women. Hypergamous women, that's all our lexicon. Calling them gold diggers, interviewing intoxicated women, and highlighting the male loneliness epidemic. This is a propaganda piece, because there really isn't there's a female loneliness epidemic.
Man, ChatGPT wrote this too, man. I like how they basically put all this together. You know what I'm saying? This type of little prompt right here and there. Make sure you put this in there, type this name in there, and highlight. I could tell, man. This is ChatGPT.
Yeah, they got all the context clues for you. It says, through the Grits and Eggs creator struggle. So this is a hit piece on the space. It's an attack on meme warfare, and also an article to promote, like Saul would say, this moderated masculinity content creator. This is definitely a DNC hit piece, and it's right before the midterms. This just came out June. So they trying to make sure these men, these Black men, don't turn out for a Republican candidate, or that they maintain their hold on that Black male vote. Through the Grits and Eggs creator struggle, though the Grits and Eggs creator struggled with internalized patriarchy. Mr. O, do you have internalized patriarchy?
Internalized patriarchy. I have I feel like a man every day when I wake up. So I understand patriarchy, and I'm a patriarch. I'm
gonna be honest with you. According to this article, sounds like you have a Oh man, let's go. He knew these ideals countered his views as he values his daughter, the matriarchs of his family, and ongoing platonic relationships, a crucial element he noticed some lacked. No mention of his father. Kyle's discernment conceptualized the poor behaviors of men and himself. He naturally matured by engaging with highly educated black women. Creepy. Even finish the sentence. This is so blatantly a piece of propaganda, but it's so poorly written.
Again.
Wow. Tell me you're a propagandist without telling me you're a propagandist.
That GPT, look, man. Again, I know y'all journalists, y'all feel overwhelmed right now in this so-called high pressure magnitude of journalism is going out of style. People don't really read as much, especially with Gen Z, can't read at all. But yeah, y'all do know us older people can't read, and we can tell bullshit from bullshit, right? And this is some straight up bullshit.
Yo, hold on. This article is trash. I gotta give him
Fuck
this.
you, fuck you, fuck you. You're cool. And fuck you, I'm out.
Now hold on. Since this is the author, just for good fucking measure, we gotta give her this.
Man, fuck all you hoes. Fuck you and your mammy and your granny too. And fuck all you hoes. I'm sick of this shit. Fuck all you hoes. And fuck all you. Don't give a damn, bitch, what you wanna do. And fuck all you hoes.
Man. All right, I'm gonna read a couple more sentences of this and then we can end out. I've already dropped the link to the article in the chat. Guys, have at it. This is a solid piece of DNC propaganda.
Bruh. Bruh, I just found her on Facebook, bruh. I'm just gonna leave it there, bruh.
She's very handsome. She's very handsome.
She got the flapjacks on her chest, bro.
She got the flat flippity jacks. I know I had that handsome face woman up here. Here, let me just clean your eye palette real quick.
I got tits, you got ass, I got ass. What more do you want from me?
Her, yes. Man, that no bra action is phenomenal.
That's quality men's content right there. Okay, hold on. All right, so this then turns into an expose on Kyle. Oh yeah, well hold on. Yeah, this is the face of modern male masculinity right here. That's the prototype. That's the prototype, guys. Yo, they try to socially engineer you with being a fucking eunuch.
Bro, he got man boobs. He got a gut. He got a triple chin, G.
And this is apparently Dr. Sonia Richardson, who you guys should be listening to. This I'm sure she's a fucking catch.
Yeah, I think her cats would say so.
Yeah. I'm sure she's very popular with her cats. So yeah, that's the link to the article in the chat, guys. You know what? Here's something funny, guys. So this is this article, right? And normally with these articles, it's like an algorithm. It gives you related content. Let's look at the related content to this article. we scroll down, what do we say? Michelle Obama and Obama, DNC. This is the related content. More stories you should be interested in. Little Nas X opens up about bipolar diagnosis. Also being a fruit monger. Black women's political burnout ahead. So by the related content to this actual article, we really see where this content is really placed. We've got a fruit monger and we've got the DNC. See how that works, guys? Oh, and some tether shit.
Of course.
And some tether shit. Caribbean music reigns again this summer. And so we got the algorithm. This is their own algorithm on their own site. So that article, which is a piece of anti-red pill propaganda and promoting grits and eggs, and the Potoshik content written on June 6th is some tether-based content. Obama and the DNC with Big Mike, and some fruit mongery with Little Nas X down at the bottom. Can't make this shit up, bro. It'd be right in front of your face.
You really can't. You really can't, bro. I mean, at least back in the day, they was very great with their so-called subliminal
messages. Yeah.
I mean, what was the Chuckle Teller round table? Did y'all lose your balls?
Oh, wait. Am I Borgin? My bad. Do that sound better now?
Yeah, you sound better. I heard a little, just a little bit, but yeah, you sound good.
Go ahead. That's all you.
All right. See, as a former reader, I mean, because the magazine's still around. I mean, you ain't gonna really find it on the newsstand like that. I mean, they basically had to use a new method of publishing their new articles and stuff on the internet. And even then, y'all in Tito, you and everybody, including me, we have been calling this out. They're gonna be starting pulling out all these hit pieces, particularly in this particular sector of YouTube, which everybody supposedly don't know anything about. Like we were supposed to be not mentioned at all, but for some reason they can't keep our name out their mouths and everything. I found it crazy that it's getting closer and closer to midterms, and they throwing out all these hit pieces just in the nick of summer. They about to be turning up by the end of fall towards the elections in November. Everything's just perfect time. Y'all got young black boy going down for so-called for white boy. Then you got another situation involving another black boy getting used as a human shield by a black woman. That's crazy. Everything's just lined up. Y'all trying to go ahead and start a race war. Y'all trying to get every black people riled up. You'll probably hopefully you do some riots or something like that. Everything just lined up and to play. And when all said and done, y'all can go ahead and say, see, this is what the so-called red pill started. It made these people lose their mind, and they're gonna come right back and try to make us the so-called villain. All right, here. With propaganda
no, you spot on. It's like a perfect storm of DNC effery, right?
They mad they couldn't get their George Floyd moment, so they're going to try to go ahead and cover all bases and hit all corners before the midterms come up. And when it blows up in their face, they can always fall back to the so-called status quo. Just blame the black man and his so-called patriarchy and call it mental health crisis. Ironically, this is June. This is literally men's mental health month. Did you know that this is men's mental health month? Yeah, I was right.
Mm-hmm. And they're actually using men's mental health month to mentally attack them and socially engineer them. Wonderful, isn't it?
By Ebony, which is ran by it's
wonderful, isn't it? Gotta love it, man. Gotta love
You
it.
gotta love it. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. I love it. I love it. I mean, they gonna tell they literally the sense of plantation. They using Keisha to go and try to keep the black man in check, and by
Man.
telling him that he crazy.
Yeah, the only thing you can do is
Shut up, bitch!
you know what I'm saying? That's all you can do, guys. You just gotta be like,
Shut up, bitch!
all right, man, that's a wrap. We at the 1 hour 36. It's all yours, Miss O. Take us home. Get us up out of here.
Well, I hope everybody like this new time slot. We about to be stepping over some your other favorite content creators little time slots. But who cares? So we're gonna be rocking that part around this type of hour, probably a little earlier. You know what I'm saying? We could do this around tomorrow, the same time, same place. What you say, Cheese Mo?
No, that sounds like a plan thus far.
But yeah, we cover a lot of bases. We had to go and touch back on that Carmelo situation again. Carmelo, you better go ahead and know how to do some push-ups. Make sure you gotta get that core tightened up. That's where your strength at. You know what I'm saying? You gotta learn how to shadow box a little bit, so you get your hands ready and all that good stuff. Cause they gonna test you. They sent you crying, bro. They sent you crying. They might be understanding, but man, they still wolves, bro. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta keep your head up. All this propaganda towards the black man, towards different platforms that's trying to go ahead and speak truth and trying to keep people on point about what's to come, whether it be political or even just being a community, aka gender war, which is no gender war. They trying to divide and make us the pariah of what's going wrong in this country, even though we know the truth is really the collapse of a system that was built to keep us down, but now they can't even do that amongst themselves, and they need a scapegoat, and they always go back to the status quo, which is him, black man bad, and you all these people, the tethers, the black feminists, the white feminists, the weak Caucasian men that got like a so-called Napoleon complex towards the black man. All these things, and when they all said and done, when come November, even before in the new election in 2028, we're gonna see how the demographics gonna change, because after we seeing all this political theater play out in front of us, and they can't use us as a scapegoat no more, then everybody gonna wake up and be like, damn, we was played for fools. And I'll land my plane there.
Okay, spot on. Yeah, that's a wrap, gentlemen. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in. Like you did last night. Good night and good luck.